Hi there. It's Elaine Lindsay of Truel Social Media, and I'm your host for Business Banter Plus TV. Today, I'm quite honored to be here with a great family. We have Mom Trudy, we have Dylan, we have Nicole, and we have Jessica peeking around the back there. I want to tell you a little bit about the family because Trudy is the family chair for the 2015 Walk to Cure Diabetes here in Ottawa. Thank you very much for being here on the show, Trudy.
Thank you very much for inviting us. We're thrilled to be here.
Well, I'm excited to talk to all of you, but Dylan, I know you have a very special name, and we're going to get you to tell us about that in just a few minutes. But I wanted to explain what we're talking about. Every year, Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation has the Telus Walk to Cure Diabetes. And I'm very excited to, again this year, be working with some of the youth ambassadors, which I think is a really great format that JDRF has taken on to be able to go out into our community and talk to kids with other kids who are dealing with type 1 diabetes and are able to share their experiences and perhaps help others that are just finding out about their type 1. Now, their whole family is involved, and you're going to hear some really cool stuff. Sister Nicole, who I understand is quite the math whiz, does lots of calculations, and we'll talk about that too. Dylan's really into hockey, so we'll absolutely hit on that. But the one thing I wanted to say first and foremost, and we will repeat it, the walk is on the 14th of June here in Ottawa. It will be at Queen Juliana Park, near the Experimental Farms. Check-in is at 8:30 in the morning, and the walk starts at 10. So without further ado, I'm going to stop talking because it seems that's all I've done. Trudy.
Yes.
Why don't you give us a little bit of a walk through how you got involved with JDRF?
Sure. Well, Dylan was diagnosed when he was 2, and he was fairly young. And we knew right away we had to give back. You know, we were overwhelmed with the support that we received at the diagnosis time. Chio was fantastic. We had a lot of training sessions, and we had a lot of support from friends and family. And we wanted other people to not have to go through this. So raising money for a cure seemed like the best way to get involved.
Well, and I understand from my notes when researching us getting together today, in the last 2 years, you've raised more than $20,000.
It's pretty incredible. You know, the first year we did the walk, we were really moved when we got there to see hundreds, literally, actually thousands of people rallied together for a common purpose. And we hadn't really put the effort into it. You know, we sent out a few emails and did the typical ask grandma, grandpa, aunts and uncles and friends at work. And I think we raised maybe a couple $1,000s the first year. But it was when we got there and we realized, you know, how powerful the movement was. And as we began to reach out to more families and telling our story became powerful.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know very much about type 1 diabetes. And I think in particular, when you have a young child, telling the story makes people want to help any way they can. We've been very fortunate.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I really have to stress that's just the last 2 years. Trudy and Dylan and the family have been putting a team in the walk for 5 years now. Dylan, you are 7 years old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're right into hockey. Okay, well, I'm going to get you to share something with our viewers that maybe not everybody knows. I just learned from your information that there are 2 hockey players that are important to you that both have type 1 diabetes. Can you give me their names?
Max Domi.
Max Stomey and
Chloe Conant.
Corey Conaghan. He used to be a senator.
Go Sens, go.
Go Sens, go. Yes, absolutely. Well said. Well said. Well, what does that mean to you, Dylan? In your words, what does it mean to you? What do you have to do every day to make sure you stay healthy?
Eat bolus.
Uh-huh.
Do check.
Okay. Anything else?
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, absolutely. And who helps you? I understand Nicole does all the math stuff for you, right? Okay, well, that's awesome. Now, Nicole, you go to the same school as Dylan?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, that must make it easier because I understand you actually take time during the school day to make sure things are good.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, there at school we have lunch guards. There's 2 people from grade 5 in each class.
Okay.
So I got picked to go with Dylan's class. So I'm there and I support him. And
Excellent.
I help him do his bolus and everything.
Oh, that's awesome. That must be really cool, Dylan, to have a big sister who's so nice. And Jessica, are you in a different school because you are older?
Yeah, I just moved to new school this year, so I used to go and help also.
Right, right.
Now I'm in a different school, so I can't help in the day, but I help when I get home.
But you help when he gets home, absolutely. Well, I just have to say it's really nice to see big sisters working to help their brother. And it's really wonderful to see the whole family chipping in and helping out. And people have to realize that you're just one of the teams that are involved on the day. So everybody in Ottawa can get out there, bring a team, raise some money, help us work towards a cure and treatment and research for juvenile diabetes, what's called type 1 diabetes. Trudy? So as the family chair for the walk, what are your duties?
My duties is to encourage greater participation this year. I think, it's quite something to participate in the walk for 5 years. I've met a lot of families who haven't done the walk, who are going to come out this year. There are lots who return. I think what is really important is for people to know that, no amount of money is too small, and it really does all add up. I've just sent out a letter, and there's a statistic there. Our goal in Ottawa this year is to raise $250,000, $250,000. That sounds like a big number, but if we have 2,000 walkers, that's only $125 for each person. So if our little family can raise 10,000, that's a big challenge that we would throw out there. But I would challenge families to, put together $500, and we would achieve that goal with great participation.
Yeah, and for people understand, raising that $500, you can reach out to your family, your friends, your coworkers, the guy at your Max Milk, the baker, everybody in your community. Because
Absolutely.
let's face it, we're helping them, so we should have them help us.
Yeah, I want to tell a funny story. I sent out a lot of requests, and I use social media. I'm on Facebook and Twitter, and I always provide updates and have a little thermometer and how we're doing in fundraising. And I was urging my husband to reach out to his colleagues, and he accidentally emailed the wrong person in our address book. And lo and behold, that person responded with a huge donation of $250. So I say, reach out to everyone. You'll be absolutely amazed at who's willing to give. They may be affected in their own family and relate very much.
Well, so moral of that story is there are no wrong people to approach.
All roads should be accessed.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I thank you all for coming on. Dylan, that was awesome. Thank you very much. And thank you for letting me learn something new about hockey. Now I can go share that with my husband and my son, and they'll think I'm really smart when it comes to hockey. Woohoo! So let's finish this off by reminding everybody June 14th, Juliana Park, near the Experimental Farms in Ottawa. Come early, check in at 8:30. The walk starts at 10, and go out now and get those pledge forms signed. Where do we go? We go to jdrf.ca/walk. And I'll make sure that we have that annotated to the video when we're done. Thank you so much, Trudy. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Nicole. I hope you guys do wonderfully and have a fabulous day for your walk. Hope to see everybody there.
June 14th. See you then.